Hi, it's Dr. Judith Briles, the Book Shepherd. And as a nonfiction author, I always like to have kind of a summing up, a wrap up, something at the end of each chapter. I now like to see something that catches it for my fiction books that I work on as well. Just a little uniqueness to it. In the nonfiction area, it would be very normal to have kind of a bringing it all together. So what are you going to call that? You know, if your name is Jack, maybe it could be just Jack's tip, Jack's final thought, whatever it is, Jack's aha, something that you have on every chapter at the very end. And it could be a one poignant line. It could be maybe 3 bullet points of something. It could be a direction of where you're trying to send them to get more information, maybe even to your website, something like that. But I always have that as a little summing up point. Sometimes I used to call it summing up, but you could have whatever it is that you want to bring it in and call. I also would have throughout a chapter, and now I just do them I used to label them, but I would have like JB's Keepers. I'd have all my little, and that's, in fact, I ended up doing a book with my JB Keepers, my ahas, my thoughts, my kick you in the butt kind of things to keep going and doing. And that became part of my book, Snappy, Sassy, Salty Success for Authors and Writers. That has over 400 of them. But in my regular books, my nonfiction area, I would have something called JB's Keepers or JB's Tips. And it would be an aha or insight. It would be repeated, actually, of something that was in the body of the text. And I thought, I don't want you to miss this crucial point as you go through this chapter. I'm going to repeat it and remind you one more time again. So for nonfiction authors, doing little tips like that makes you more memorable. And you can use those eventually for handouts and the like. So think about that. What can you add to enhance each chapter in a summing up, a tips, insights, ahas, whatever you want to call it, but it becomes part of your branding for every book you do.